How to custom design your Shopify website. That's what we're talking about today. When it comes to customizing your website design, Shopify is pretty limited. So how do you go about fixing this solution, and what can you do to actually customize your website in a way where you believe it will generate more sales and grow your business? And this is where I found Shogun. It's one of the most legit plugins that I've ever come across. First of all, it's incredibly user-friendly. It's a lot of drag and drop stuff, but it also comes with a ton of different templates that allow you to custom design your product pages, your homepage, any landing page that you want, and blogs. But with any page builder, I've found that it's really difficult to optimize your mobile view and then your desktop view. It ends up being this game where you just have to adjust the padding and the margins and then the photo, how that photo is viewed, until you just get a somewhat okay view of your photo on both desktop and mobile. Well, Shogun has a way to edit your mobile view separately from your desktop view. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how to customize your Shopify website, and to do it without sacrificing your website speed, to do it in a user-friendly way where you don't need to know how to code, and in my opinion, in a very affordable way. I'm also going to show you how I built my new homepage and why it is so much more superior than my old homepage. Let's dive into the computer and we'll take a look at my new homepage. This is the Shogun app right here. Here we have a bunch of great reviews, but this is the logo so you know. And yeah, right now it's $39 a month, which probably the price of a good membership at a gym. But first of all, gyms are closed. And second of all, the price for a great homepage is probably worth it. It's not like a cheap plugin, but the benefits of this app is irreplaceable. There's no other app like Shogun that I found that is able to customize your Shopify pages the way that this does. So to download this, you can click on the description below to download it for your own Shopify store and check it out. You can use this on any theme. So once you download that to your Shopify store, you're gonna end up on this dashboard area. And here you can see I've created a bunch of different product pages already. Let's add a page and check out some of the templates. Here we have a bunch of cool templates. You also have the option to create a blank new page if you have a wireframe or a vision of how your website is going to look like in the future. But they have some great templates here. And these are just some of the landing pages and the home pages. Here's a couple templates for the blogs. This is the template that I used to create my homepage, and just to walk you through a little bit of the UI. For the most part, if you've designed your website or if you know how to drag and drop, then you're going to know how to use Shogun. First of all, one of my favorite things is structural blocks, and they're kind of like templates, but for sections. And it's literally a drag and drop. So if I want to include something like this value prop large, I can just drag it in and replace the images and the copy so that it fits with my website. And this is actually the page that I used for my redesign, which is right here. So that's the first reason I love Shogun. You get a lot of these different templates and you can use them for a various number of reasons. The second reason has to do with the mobile versus the desktop, which is, honestly, it's game changing. And for that, I'm gonna switch over to my finished homepage that I just made earlier today. Let's just take this hero section, for example. This text was very small on this homepage. So one of the things that I did was that I wanted to make sure that the text was big enough for the mobile, but I also wanted to make sure that it wasn't super small on this homepage. So one thing that you do is you can double click, and then under the controls tab, you got two different tabs here, but under the controls tab, you just click on this little icon right here, and then you can click whether you're editing on desktop, laptop, tablet, or phone. And when you make a change, like if I wanted to make the phone much smaller, let's say 10, I don't know why I'd want that, but if I go back to the home screen, you see that it wasn't affected. You can do that for images too. So if you need to change the way that an image looks or how long it is on a mobile screen versus your desktop, you can do that. And that's what I did here, because you can see that with this photo, I made it much more long right here to take the whole screen. And this is so huge because, like I said, it's so hard to format properly with Shopify's plugins. They don't make it very user-friendly for optimizing a mobile-first web design practice. Like most of my website visitors, I believe 80% come from mobile. And the fact that most website builders don't allow you to do something like this is crazy to me because it seems like almost a basic feature that you would have. I also love the ability to create sections and columns. The way that I did this was that I created this column right here, where I just dragged a column over here. And then I changed the number to 3 columns, and then I would include an image right into the middle of this column right here. And then I added a little text. That's pretty much how I did it. And then I just went to my Illustrator and designed these very simple numbers that I then exported as images, and it worked very, very nicely as a little features section. So without going into all of the features of Shogun, I kind of showed you the main reasons why I love using this. And as you can tell, on top of it, it's super easy to use. It's very user-friendly. You could recreate a custom website on Shopify within a day if you know what you're doing. This homepage took me about 3 hours. And that's because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a wireframe, which means I didn't know what copy I would use or what images I would use or even how the homepage would be structured. I was just kind of freestyling, and this is what I came up with. But if you actually take the time to write it out and then design it, I think it's going to be way faster for you. So now let me show you the finished product. Now we have a hero that clearly states made for the planet and animals. So that is kind of the unique value prop because it tells you a little bit about my brand scope and the values that I have for my business. And this time we have 2 different call to actions for returning customers. Next, we go into this little area. Immediately you hit them with the social proof, which is great because you want to have this idea where you're like, oh, like this is worth checking out. I should continue scrolling on this website. Then we go into why Tastemaker. This is where we dive into the actual benefits, which are completely different than features. The benefits are how the product makes you feel, why they should choose your product, and features are more like what materials you use, why it's comfortable or why it's durable. But benefits are more on a psychological and emotional level, which is why I want to hit them with this first. They start to nod their heads and they start to think, yeah, that is what I'm looking for. That is what I want in my fashion choice. So the next part is the benefits, which is kind of confusing because I just made a distinction about features and benefits. At this point, I'm selling the vision, and then at this point, I'm selling the products. After that, they're ready to check it out, and I don't want them to need to wait any longer. So they can go ahead and start shopping by clicking one of these. I just have to add the link. They're not clickable right now. So this is the full website. So this would be like the mobile view. Here we can see it's very clean. And then they have this section of psychological benefits down to the features, down to the call to actions, and that's pretty much it. If you want to start using Shogun, you can click the link down in the description below and you can start custom designing your own Shopify store today. Also, comment down below if you have any questions around Shogun or if you want to see more in-depth content on how I created this specific homepage. Last but not least, I gotta ask for you to hit that like button if you enjoyed this content. It would mean the world to me, and I'm low-key trying to get 100 subscribers soon, so that would be pretty awesome to hit it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.